Christian way, my teacher, my pride.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma.
Oluwaseyi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good to see you again, my young friend.
Happy to be here, sir.
Okay, you seem ready. So please state your name for the tape and tell us what class you'll be taking, please.
I'm Oluwaseyi Odusagun. I'll be taking SS1, Geography. Odusagun.
So, what subject, what topic?
Geography. That's the subject. Then the topic is natural resources.
Natural resources. Go on, Dr. Kendall, your question. Take this.
Yes, ma'am. The student should be able to describe natural resources and give examples. And also, they should be able to mention the uses of these examples of natural resources.
Okay, do you have slides to use?
Yes, I do.
All right, select your slides, restart time.
Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes. What does this look like?
A plant.
A plant. Beautiful. Chinri, where do you get this plant from?
Somewhere at the back of someone's house.
Somewhere at the back of someone's house. Beautiful. Musa, who produced this plant?
Nature can sometimes produce it.
Nature. Beautiful. Wonderful. Now, what do you use plants for? What do you think plants are used for?
Decoration sometimes.
Decoration sometimes.
For
Yes.
food sometimes.
For food sometimes. Beautiful. Now, that means natural resources means every material can get in our surroundings that are useful to us. Do you understand that now? Beautiful. Now, examples of these natural resources. Now, what is this again? Oh, you said okuta. Yes, it is okuta, definitely. But what do we call it again, Musa?
Stone.
A stone. Beautiful. Benjamin, what can you say this is? Yes, a rock. Beautiful. Now, what do we use a rock for? Temitokwe. No, that would be dangerous. No, we love ourselves.
Decoration.
Decoration, okay. As ornament, okay.
Building.
Building. That means without rocks, we might not have this wonderful classroom. Beautiful. Now, these are some of the examples of natural. But, all these things you have talked about, they were not made by who? They were made by God. That means everything that we find in our surroundings that are made by God are what? Natural resources. Beautiful. Now, hey, what is inside this container?
Looks like Sprite.
It looks like Sprites, but it's not Sprite. I won't give you. What do you think this looks like?
Water.
Water. And we always say, water is life. Beautiful. Now, water is life. Hello. Where do you think this water comes from? You are thinking what I'm thinking. I want to hear.
From the sky.
From the sky. Who manufactured the sky? Dangote?
Solar system.
Solar system? Who made the solar system? Otedola?
Existed.
Existed. I mean, it has been there. We didn't make it. Now, I have given you 3 now. And this is just the plant. We have the water. We have what again?
Rock.
There's something else I didn't mention. What's that? Look at it.
Soil.
The soil. Beautiful. What do we use the soil for?
Planting.
Planting. That means if you didn't plant, we will eat. Our plant gives us food, then our soil helps us, our plants to grow. Beautiful. Now, I want other examples of all those things that we find in our environment that are not made by us, but are useful to us. Now, let's go. More examples. I have more, but I will show you. I want you to think.
What do you want us to tell you?
Other examples of natural resources that we have that are useful to us.
Coal.
Coal. Beautiful. So, Dimpe, what do we use the coal for?
For cooking.
For cooking.
And also for transportation.
Beautiful. Transportation, you say? Benjamin, what kind of transportation is that? Do we use our coal for?
That's for train.
For train, wonderful. In the olden days, we call them what? Locomotive. Oh, this is a wonderful class. Thank you very much. So we have coal as one. Again, beautiful. Coal, that's good. Okay. Now look at this. By my left hand, the first one, I have something. So I want the class now to tell me the first natural resource that we have by our top left. What is that?
Solar.
What?
Solar.
The solar. That's the sun. What do we use our sun for?
Vitamin D.
For?
Vitamin D.
For what?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Apart from us, what else do we use? What other things uses the sunlight?
Plants.
The plant. And in that process, what do we call it? Photosynthesis. Wow, this is a wonderful class. Beautiful. Now, we have other ones. I want you to go home now and make do of these examples and use them. Now, this is your assignment. You are going to do this for me now. Now, all classify the following natural resources into renewable and non-renewable resources. You have the sun, the forest, rock, minerals, soil, oil, air, and water. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's start off with you, Professor Ibade, please.
Okay. Oluwaseyi Olusegun.
Sir.
I think you still bear the third name, but that doesn't matter now. Yes, you came in, yeah, you gave us a very good introduction. You also went systematically to present your message.
Thank you, sir.
You demonstrated very well.
Thank you, sir.
And you are super dressed.
Thank you, sir.
So I can see a lot of improvement on your presentation and in your delivery.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You are very confident.
Thank you, sir.
And you engaged the learners.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I also want to commend you for, using us as your class, but in a very smart way, giving us fast names and not waiting for our final answer. You helped us in the answering.
Thank you, sir.
That's the concept.
Thank you, sir.
That's the concept, because if you overload us, we get, withdraw. We just withdraw.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be looking at you, but you engaged us.
Thank you, sir.
And when we say it right, you commended us.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So, but when the time comes, maybe I should just go on.
Just speak.
I want to just point out a few things.
Yes, sir.
About what I call lexis and structure.
Okay, sir.
Because it's a teaching lesson.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be broadcast worldwide.
Yes, sir.
You're already online.
Yes, sir.
So everything we write on the notice board or on the board like this must be correct. In fact, between you and the parents, to that child in class, you are more important.
Yes.
And the teacher, that child in your class will listen to your instruction more.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Than obeying the parents as well.
Yes, sir.
So the way you write what you write on the notice board or on the board like this matters.
Yes, sir.
Because you are the law.
Yes, sir.
So let me take you to your slide 1.
Okay.
Now, you can't write in capital letters or upper cases and you still underline. It's double emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use geography and then you underline geography when that geography is written in capital letters. So is that underlining the first font, the second font wrong. So you will not put a punctuation like full stop after writing natural resources. You don't punctuate a title. Like you put full stop after you have written a title, either major or minor.
Yes, sir.
Please look at it. So that full stop is wrong.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
underlining for both lines are wrong.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you can manage line for lesson objectives.
Yes, sir.
You're okay.
Thank you, sir.
Even with initial caps that you use.
Thank you, sir.
But now to go ahead and use your levels of numbering wrongly is not acceptable. The first level of numbering is 1, 2, the Roman figure, this is the Arabic.
Yes.
The Arabic.
The Arabic numeral.
Arabic numeral is the first level. You must
Doctor, professor, you say.
write that.
This is the third
No,
level.
this is the third level.
Okay.
You cannot use this level until you have
Roman.
exhausted the Arabic,
The letters, and then this is
and
third
this one.
level.
Yes, sir.
So you can learn it's on your
Roman
computer.
numerals.
Yes.
It's on your computer.
Yes, sir.
Then you cannot start a sentence with small letter or lowercase. It's never forgiven. You won't be forgiven for that. You will start your sentence. At the end of, there's no introduction. Let's say objective. Bam. One. Define. It's not done.
You might say it's a phrase rather than a full
You will
sentence.
have given us some phrases, some introductory phrase that at the end of this lesson,
Okay.
learners or the students or the pupils, depending on the class of learners, would be
Because
able
that's a
to.
complete sentence, so it can't be.
Yeah.
So you can't just jump to from lesson objective and say define.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's very wicked.
No, I say okay. I collect. I collect. Thank you, sir.
So then you cannot put a semicolon. You must know the meaning of semicolon. That semicolon is not right because you have finished that sentence. Semicolon is a small stop before the final is done. So you should go and learn punctuation, lexis and structure, sha. If you don't mind, after this class, I will be waiting for you.
Thank you, sir.
Then keywords that we use there. Keyword, is it not 2 words? Keyword, is it 1 word or 2 words?
It's 2 words. Keywords.
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 And then that word must not be in lowercase.
Okay.
If it is 2 words, if it is not 1.
Okay.
If it is key uppercase, words will also start with upper.
Upper.
W.
Oh, thank you, sir.
In sequence with how you wrote lesson objectives.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So all those little things, I'm sure if we examine other things, we will see those things that we should have done right.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because we are the models of these learners and they will take exactly after us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Prof.
Children may not listen to instruction, but definitely they follow your examples.
Sure.
Please watch out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
sir.
Well done, eh?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Chinedu.
Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Quite personable.
Thank you, ma'am.
And speak well.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, yeah, so keep it up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you very much.
a great lesson.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you taught the lesson confidently.
Thank you, ma'am.
I like how you eventually asked us to identify something else. After we've identified the first 3, the plants, the rock, the water, and then that soil. I was looking, hoping that we do not forget that there's something else there. So I'm glad that you eventually brought that.
Thank you very
up.
much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
like I said, it's confident teaching. Confident teaching. I would have expected, and please don't forget that, I think it's inexcusable.
Yes, ma'am.
You must write the date on the board. You must write your subject. You must write the topic. That board is meant to be used. No matter how little time you have, as you're talking, you're writing.
Okay.
So that.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that's an oversight that you shouldn't allow to happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Technology is here for you to use. And you search a bit more. Instead of little pictures of natural resources, it would have been so wonderful to see. If you show a 15 seconds video
Okay.
of maybe a waterfall down a mountain, right? So you will see the mountain, you will see the water, you will see the vegetation. There will be too many resources just in one, whether it's a picture or a clip.
Yes, ma'am.
So please explore.
Thank you, ma'am.
Explore that, because if we're using technology, it's not just for us to just put up pictures, but also to take the things, instead of going for a nature walk or an excursion somewhere, we're bringing that into the class.
Yeah.
We're bringing that into the class.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
think a bit more.
Yes, ma'am.
At worst, you have 2 or 3 extra slides, and they can be very short. They can be very short. Assuming you show the Amazon basin, for instance. You know what I'm saying? You're a geography teacher.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that will be fascinating than just, and then and the pictures, we made tiny pictures. The sun setting over a horizon. It's one of the most beautiful things. Or the sun rising over a horizon. I mean, incidentally, I look out for that on a daily basis. I like to see the sun rise, and also the fact that it sets at a certain time, and especially when it sets quite late.
Yes.
Sometime in July. Over the years, as long as I'm in Lagos, I will sit outside for that period until it sets at about 7:35 to 7:40. Yes, and solemn, and you see how orange colors that it sets. Anyway, digressing.
Thank you. So wonderful.
Yes. So my other bit
is
the assignment you gave us. Please go to that slide.
Okay.
It's your assignment. Where did we get to renewable and non-renewable resources? It was never mentioned. It was it's like kind of things maths teachers do. They give you examples. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? You do that in class. You do that as take-home assignment.
25 times.
And then in exam, it will now be 2 plus 2 bracket 5 bracket. Where did we get all that from? So we're enjoying this lesson, and all of a sudden, you give us an assignment on renewable and non-renewable. I write it down. Where on earth did this renewable stuff come from? What is renewable? What is non-renewable? I'm not even sure that it was in the keywords. Was it there?
No, it wasn't.
Hey,
it wasn't.
You see what I'm saying? So please don't be like math teachers. You're not wrong.
Unless you're going to be a math teacher like Mr.
So sorry.
No.
Please.
I totally understand what
Thank you,
saying.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And Prof has mentioned to you that you are putting sun, dot, forest, dot, and so on and so forth. Roman figures are used as third level. Check any of your systems, you will see first level 1, 2, 3 Arabic figures. Second level ABC, not capitals, one letter. Third level, you now go to Roman numerals. So it's not a matter of style, it's a matter of convention. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And full stops don't come out.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Well done.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
I like your shoes.
Thank you, ma'am.
I like his tie.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chindu. Thank you again, Professor. So what you've just been told there is that when you're getting ready for your PhD thesis, this is the kind of feedback you'll get. Yes, at least in terms of the Lexis. So thank you both for that. And it's important that we stress it because we are teachers. I liked many things about the lessons. I think in terms of your lessons to date, this has been the simplest. And this has been the most comprehensive. So it was a simple lesson, but you treated it well. And what I liked most about this lesson was that you were full of questions. And all the questions were relevant. You brought in a few resources, you used them well, and you kept asking us questions. You know, what do we use the soil for? You asked us about transportation, and that's when someone responded with locomotive or train, and then you said the old word is locomotive. So some really good oral presentation from you.
Thank you, sir.
Everything was working well. The only reason why I may not give you top marks in some places for reasons that Dr. Chindu has said, like, well, you could have done a bit more in terms of bolder pictures or even a video that would have been of a waterfall. So a video of some of the story, just to wrap it up and really cement it and make it more memorable, could have helped. Could you have fixed that within 5 minutes? Probably so. But thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I'll hand you over to Dr. Good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There's been much improvement, and I must confess that Jean and Doko are 2 guys that have really impressed me in this competition. You see, like I said, Doko came from maybe 15 to number 1, and that was a big comeback in this competition. You did movement of the earth versus earth movement, and then you came around to do
Yeah. And Paul
Solar
had
system.
issue with you twice.
Yes.
He had issue with you on Earth movement and movement of the Earth,
Yes.
and then the clockwise and
Yes.
the clockwise.
Yes. Yes.
Solar system.
It was a little hard
Yes.
and harsh,
Yes.
but you took it in good faith. You still put on smiling face. You never fought it. You went back,
Yeah.
and the presentation you brought after that time became a top notch.
Thank you,
And that's
sir.
why you're still in this competition.
Yes, sir.
You should have gone.
Yes, sir.
That is very commendable.
Thank you, sir.
Your teachable spirit, your ability to take punches and go and learn from it
Thank you,
is
sir.
one of the reasons why I'm impressed.
Thank you, sir.
With you and Idoko especially. And that is the spirit we want to encourage in this competition. That we want to learn whichever way the learning style comes.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
talking about your lesson today. Very good. What we want is discovery. Let students discover their own. Be a facilitator of learning. Be a coach. That's what you have done. So your first 3 minutes,
Yes, sir.
fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
And
Teacher, my teacher, my pride.